in here.
A little bit, because I had to like take my. Anyway.
It was cold. What's up, y'all? It's Sid. It's Thursday, so I'm back again with another video. This week, I have a special guest, and we are going to be talking about relationships, more importantly, being single and wanting to be in a relationship, but you're just having a hard time, because I've totally been through that struggle, and I can totally help you guys out. So joining me today is my best friend, Barry the Bear. He knows a lot about relationships. Just kidding. I'm joined today by one of my bestest friends, and we have the same name. Her name is Sid. Come on, Sid.
Hello.
Do you see the resemblance?
We're twins.
No, we just have the same name and the same major.
Yeah.
And we live together.
And we were both dancers.
Yep. So
No
that's
big
really
deal.
it. But we both have like different backgrounds regarding relationships. I am a relationship novice, and she's been in more than one relationship before. Yeah, so you guys can get two different perspectives on relationships and stuff. So I guess I'll just start off with my story. So in high school, I didn't have a boyfriend. I haven't had my first boyfriend till now, since I got into college. But I felt like guys just didn't want to talk to me, or like didn't want to date me or something. I don't know. And it always bummed me out, because like there I am just like, well, all my friends are getting asked to prom, and I went to prom like with my friends, but I didn't have a date or anything, and it kind of stunk. Like so of course I was a little bit jealous, and I know that I was always jealous of my sister too, because she was younger than me, and she had like all these boys always going up to her, and every single time she got out of a relationship, like another guy just like walked in her life, and I was just wondering like what I was doing wrong, which I really shouldn't have thought that way. It made me like going into college self-conscious about myself. The thing is, you don't want to be desperate in finding a boy, and you don't want to think that you need to be in a relationship to be happy. And that's just what I thought. I thought those two were synonymous together, but they really shouldn't be. So first you need to be happy with yourself before you can be happy with another person.
My first relationship started my freshman year of high school, because I grew up kind of just, you know, I wasn't really interested in like guys like that. Like I was just always like, I mean I was, but like I would always just be like, if a guy approached me in like middle school or something, like if they approached me, I'd always be like, oh, my dad, like, you probably don't want to. Yeah, my dad will probably kill you, so you probably shouldn't. But like I stayed away from relationships until like my high school year, my freshman year, and this guy that shall remain anonymous, he told me like I was attractive or whatever, and that he liked me and everything. And that's all great and dandy if a guy, you know, like thinks you're attractive and everything, but I think it's important to always remember, like, just because someone finds you attractive and like good looking, like I don't really think that you should, I don't know, like just feel like it, like, I don't know what's the word, like I don't feel like you should,
That you just have to date.
yeah, like you have to have to pour yourself into them or whatever. I just like, I almost felt sorry for him. Like I just wanted to be nice, and I liked the fact that he thought I was cute, and so I think that you should really just follow your heart on those things. So,
and like bouncing off of that, like the first guy I ever talked to in college, we had nothing in common, like, but this was the first guy who like ever went up to me and told like me that he thought I was pretty and stuff like that, and that was like a big deal for me. I was like, oh my gosh, like this guy likes me, like this is so cool. And it's just like, it was a completely new feeling going into college and being around new people and actually like having that kind of attention. And we went on like a date, like not really. We were talking and stuff, and I like the stuff that he was talking about, I just, in his personality, like we just didn't mix at all. And I was so hesitant to say, like, even though it wasn't what I wanted at the time, I thought it was, because I was like, well, this guy likes me, so I must like him back. And it had nothing to do with whether we were actually compatible together. And this guy was a little obsessive. I had a lot of weird experiences when I got to college and stuff. But the thing is, you can't just put yourself to that low level where you just think that any guy that likes you is going to be good for you, because that's not always the case, and that could be really dangerous. And Sid had to be the one to tell me that like it's okay to tell him that you like don't think it's going to work out, and that it's okay that like you don't need to have a guy to define you or anything like that. And that helped me a lot.
I really feel like if you ever like you feel like, okay, like I really just want a boyfriend. Like I talk to so many people that are just like, I want a boyfriend. I'm like, what? Like, is he gonna solve anything? Like just be you, and like eventually I really think a guy will come into your life. Like that's what I basically was telling her, and it happened for her.
Yes.
And so
because I went through a couple other of like talking situations, and before I was just like, you know, screw it. Like, I just don't care anymore. I'm just not gonna think about it. Because that's what everyone was telling me. My mom, my sister, Sid, she was just telling me, like, stop looking. If you look for something, you're never gonna find, like, what you're looking for. It's like, seriously, I'm gonna relate this to clothes, but it's like clothes.
Like, everyone was wearing white jeans, and I was like, you know what, I want to find a pair of white jeans. You know how hard it was for me to find a pair of white jeans? I couldn't find a pair of white jeans, because I couldn't find any that fit me, because I couldn't find them anywhere. And it's like, everyone has them, and when I was looking for them, I just couldn't find them, and it made me angry.
Okay. A little frustrated.
Morin pants, white jeans.
That never happens to you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I can't find the white jeans because they're not in my size. Like, what the heck?
And like, I was always the third wheel in every situation.
So I had just gotten out of a breakup when I came to college, and like me and Sydney were in the dance team together, so we were just basically always together because like we were in the same classes, we were in the same dorm room, like we were in the same everything.
Yeah.
So like Zeke came into my life. That's my boyfriend now, my current boyfriend. We met my freshman year, and Sydney was kind of there when I was starting to date him, and I wasn't really sure. I was trying to like figure things out, and we had just started dating, so like obviously you're gonna get closer to the guy if you just start dating. Like you're gonna go on dates and more often, and like obviously like I can't just leave my friend because like the dorms are really boring. So I'd be like, Sydney, like just tag along, because like at that point like Zeke and I weren't really we were dating. We weren't officially like boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever. So she's like, oh my god, I always feel like I'm like the third wheel. I was like, no. And
it wasn't all the time. It was just one time more so than others. But we won't talk about that. But it's not bad.
It's not.
No, I've definitely like gone on like smoothie dates with my sister and her ex-boyfriend. So you know, it happens.
Yeah.
It's almost like I was using like guys talking to me to try and seek approval for myself. And before you get into a relationship, you should really try and love yourself before you go and love someone else. Because not all these guys, wasn't that many guys, but these guys would just talk to me, and I would still like, one of them was crazy, actually crazy, and I like, thanks, Grace. If you're watching this, for getting me in that situation. I'm sure you're laughing like, right now.
Grace. And we were on the phone. Do you remember? Like we were on my bed and we were just dying. Because he's like, I have all this stuff. Like I have this and this and this. And I'm just not going to take my medicine because it gives me headaches.
And I felt like a really bad person for like being like, okay, like I can't talk to you anymore. But I'd only seen him like one time in person and talked to him.
It got weird.
It got a little stalkery. Yeah.
Not that he was a bad person.
No,
weird.
He was very sweet, but he was very creepy.
Strong.
Yeah, really strong. Like, I want to marry you, and I've only known you for 2 hours. Kind of strong. Another thing, don't look like, okay, I know people have met people like legitly on Tinder, but don't like think that if you're in college, in a college town, that guys on Tinder are necessarily going to be looking for relationships.
They're not. Because
Yeah.
most of the time if you're on that, like, those kind of, like, things, they're just looking for, like, that one person for that, like, moment. Like, they're swiping so many people, and they think so many people are attractive. Like, they're obviously just looking
like,
for
I'm not gonna lie. When I, like, first downloaded Tinder and I was in college, I was like, this is really cool. I can, like, like, he's cute. I can swipe right. I, like, talked to a lot of guys on there that were, like, obviously, like, had no substance to them. Like, they weren't looking for anything. I mean, they were looking for something, but not.
I felt like, honestly, like, I felt like because you didn't have, like, much experience with relationships, like, I felt like that was good in a way for you to like kind of, I guess, practice talking to like, or
my
like
guys.
practice kind of letting them down, like, you know, if like you weren't interested, like you could practice being like, look, I'm not interested, thank you for, you know, I think that was good that, I don't know, that you got that experience, even though it may have not been the best.
If you are a relationship rookie like me, you will know that you will learn that it is okay to let people down. You don't have to be like a bitch
rude.
about it. Like, you don't have to be like I hate you, like you suck.
You suck so much. Like, I can't take it.
No, like, but I know like a really good line to say too is that like, I know you can find someone out there that will go great with you, that will get along with you, and I'm just not that person, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's really important because you don't want either side to be unhappy. And I think like I was happy at the time thinking like, oh, these guys like me, but I definitely like would not have been happy staying with those people.
And I feel like something that's really similar about me and Sydney is like we're both extreme people pleasers. Like we love to like make people happy, and it can be good and bad. Like, but I don't think it's wrong to care about somebody. But you have to remember when making other people happy, if you're not happy in the process of doing that, I guess like. Especially something with relationships, like if it's just that person that you're making happy and you're not happy yourself, like it kind of ruins the whole point of a relationship.
Yeah,
and
don't sacrifice your happiness, because if you're with someone that you truly like, they'll make you happy by being with them. It shouldn't be a chore to be with someone. So through college, I had many experiences, and I was really down about it. I was really down about constantly getting in these situations where I felt like I'm sitting there 18 years old being like, I'm never gonna find love. I'm gonna be an old lady with 30 million cats. That's what I was thinking.
I was like, what?
Like, I'm a drama queen. I don't know why I was thinking that. I feel so stupid.
I know, it's not stupid. Like, everybody thinks that, like, if everybody has a relationship, like, if you're single, you're gonna be like, wow, everybody's in a relationship. But, like, honestly, everybody's single. Like,
I just remember, like, being so upset about it. And we had winter break, and I went home, and I came back, and like seeing my mom and like talking with her, it helped me out a lot to understand like these things that I'm telling you, like they really helped me, even though at the time I was like, no mom, like I was like, no, like that can't be right, like you can't just stop looking and it happens, like I don't want to wait that long, I'm really impatient, you know. But I mean, seriously, like instantly when I got back after Christmas break, I just so happened to like meet this guy, and we're still together, and it's been like a little bit over a year, and it's just crazy because I had never pictured something like that happening, or like even being in my first relationship being like a year long. And it's okay like if the first relationship you get into isn't super long, if it's a couple of months or anything, and like don't feel like you have to stay with that person because like you want to be in a relationship and you don't want to be out of a relationship, even though it sucks. And I know like I'm being like a hypocrite probably saying this, because those are all learning experiences. Like all those like failed attempts at like talking to guys, so those are all learning experiences, and they really help.
Another thing that you know that you're with the right guy, and like that guy has good intentions like for you or like towards you, is that this guy's not gonna make you feel uncomfortable. He's not gonna make you like, he's not gonna come to you and like make you feel like you need to do a certain task, you know? Like you should really feel comfortable with that person. Honestly, I think you should stay in public places until you get to know the person enough to where you feel comfortable with being alone with them, you know?
I mean, that technically didn't happen in my circumstance. I don't recommend I will do a later video talking about how I met my current boyfriend, but I don't necessarily recommend how I have met him and how I decided to handle the matter of meeting him. Nothing bad, like, it all worked out. But, like, my mom, like, the next day I was, like, talking to her, she's like, you could have been, like, killed. And I was like, I mean, but I felt really safe. That's, like, the thing. You want to be with someone who makes you feel really comfortable and really safe, and someone who will not pressure you in any shape or form, you know, because that's scary, and that, like, being a first-time relationship person, that can make you you're very vulnerable to that sort of behavior and falling for that behavior because you want this person to love you, but they should love you for who you are and not necessarily like the stuff you do for them.
And if you don't do that and they get upset, that's another like almost like a red flag. Like they shouldn't get upset about you not doing the thing that they want you to do. Like, obviously, if you don't feel comfortable and they know that you don't feel comfortable, especially if you tell them, like,
yeah, if you address it and they're still
they don't
persistent,
care, like, that's a red
you drop
flag.
them, drop them,
drop them.
drop
Well, I have to go now, so bye.
Well, no, not like, but like, if you talk about it and you talk about how it makes you uncomfortable and they still are doing that, like, there's no reason that you need to be with that person.
A word of advice, I think I've told a couple of people this, but I think honestly it's a lot better to be single and enjoy your season of singleness than find the wrong guy and then, you know, go through something that, like, Sydney found something so great and this one guy just through waiting and being patient for him, kind of.
I'm not patient.
But like, you know, you see what I'm saying? Like she took the time to be patient and stop and learn more about what a relationship is, other than like just kind of forcing herself into something that like necessarily couldn't have been good for her and her well-being.
Those puzzle pieces that don't fit together.
Yeah, just enjoy your season of singleness. Like, hang with your girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever. Like, go hang out with like your good friends and your family that make you feel great for being who you are, not someone that's gonna, you know, not love you for who you are.
When you're in when you're at social events or public places, I would do this. So like, don't do this is what I'm trying to say. Like, would scan for guys being like, oh, he's cute, like I think I would like talk to him and I would date him. Oh, like he's not cute, like I wouldn't date him, and stuff like that. Because if you're so judgmental like that, like it's gonna be harder for you to find someone. It's like being picky. That's like why, like when you're looking for someone, you're so picky about it that it's hard to find someone. Just like have conversations with people like they're normal people, like they're any other like person, like they're your girlfriends. Like, don't talk about weird like really intimate girl stuff, like that's weird. But like just talk to them like normal people. And if you develop like a friendship and you could like you develop this thing where you know like this is a person that you would like to talk to, then you can proceed to it from there. But like, yeah, don't just be like that guy's cute, I would date him.
You have to be really careful about what you look for in a guy. Like, I've had a lot of friends that's like, you know, like, I just want a guy that can dress. I want a guy that has money. I want a guy that has this.
I want to be a trophy wife.
That's not okay. Like, why would you say that? You say that about, I want this in a man, I want this in a man. Like, what's that say about you in general? Like, I feel like if you said something like, I want to be a trophy wife, like, I feel like you're disrespecting yourself in a way, saying that, like, you're only good for looking good and being this man's trophy. Like, that's what you're saying. That's all you're made for. And I really think, seriously, I put my hand on my leg, and I hit my own. Yes, I hit my own reflex.
Like, everyone has standards. And actually, like, being rejected and also, like, looking for people, it kind of helps you find those standards a little bit. But I think that it's gonna sound cheesy in, like, a movie. The most important thing to look for is a guy who is caring and compassionate and will treat you with respect. That is the first and foremost thing. Don't just date a douchebag guy who looks like man candy, basically, like the man version of a trophy wife, or like you like walking around with him. And the thing is, if they have a great personality and they're compassionate and they're nice to you, they're gonna be so beautiful in your eyes.
I always say, when you're looking for someone and you're going through that phase of like friendship and getting to know them, I always like to look for just someone that, like, I don't necessarily think changing is wrong, but like if you're changing for the wrong reasons, when you're with a guy, and it's like obviously like you're abandoning like your own morality, like your own morals and everything through that, like I really feel like that's probably not the right guy or thing, whatever you're doing in your life at that point. Like, I feel like that's not necessarily okay. Like, I feel like if you're going to change, you should change for the better. And if it's going to be because of that person, it should be because they make you want to feel like a better person, not necessarily you have to change yourself to, you know, make yourself go along with them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it totally does.
Yeah.
If you don't have a boyfriend until you're out of college, it is not the end of the world, because there's really so many people that you can meet and experiences you can have in college that, like, you don't need to spend the time worrying, like, how the rest of your life is going to be planned out. Because this is, like, the last moments you have until, like, you're a legit adult.
Just have fun with it. Like, you're in college, like, and it's not necessarily, like, I'm not saying have fun, like, go be with every guy, you know, just, like,
unless
relax. Like, if that's what your preference,
you know?
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But, like, what I'm saying is, like, have fun, like, just being young and, like, going out and, like, going to the beach. I don't know. Like, I wish we had a beach here.
Drive 12 hours to the beach.
Drive 12 hours, Florida. But no, like just go have fun. Go do something that like it makes you feel happy. And then maybe when you're having fun, maybe that's when you'll meet your guy. You never know.
Definitely. That's definitely probably how it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We had a really fun time filming it together. I actually really like filming with another person because I feel less awkward. And like I'm not just like talking to like a random lens in the camera. But if you guys have any questions or anything, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. If you guys like this video, we can totally do another one like talking about actually like being in relationships and like how to deal with boys who don't understand girls and other things like that, you know, because guys are stupid sometimes. Thank you guys for watching. If you really like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Thursday. This is Sid. Hi. If you like her, we could do more videos together too. Yeah. We're fun and we get really weird.
We'll get weird if you want us to. Probably don't want us to.
We get weird. So anyways, I love y'all. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.